right, we are ready to get started here. If you want to move this way, unless you're visiting over there. We have a handful of speakers today, and we're going to keep things kind of brief and moving along. Our first speaker is Mary Finnegan. She's going to speak as a veteran to some of her concerns. So Mary, come on up.
Thank you very much. In 1984, I promised to uphold and defend the Constitution. And I said I would bear true faith and allegiance. And I would defend it against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And we have a problem right now, is that all these government officials, the president, everyone, they take almost the same oath. And the oath is to the Constitution, not a person. And they seem to want us to believe that we should worship somebody in an office. No. We uphold and defend the Constitution because that's our way of life. That's our laws. That's our country. That's what we were made by. Back in 1776 and on, we decided we would not have authoritarians, we would not have kings, we would not have dictatorships. And I forget who said it, but they said it's nice if you have a republic, if you can keep it. Well, this is one of these times we have to keep it because it is being threatened. And we can do it. This oath does not expire. There are many people right now that have taken the oath and are standing up saying this is wrong. And we will continue to do it. And we need everyone to stand up. We need everyone. Contact your legislators. Do something. Don't stand by, because if we stand by, they win. And they cannot win. Thank you very much.
All right. Now, Shelley, are you here somewhere? Yeah. We're going to hear from Shelley Newton Marshall. And if Trey Gordon is close enough to hear me, Trey, if you want to wander down here, because it won't be long before you'll need to speak. All right, I've got somebody going like this. Michael, can you crank this up a little bit? Michael Lewis?
Go ahead.
All right, can you hear me now? All right, my name's Shelley. I'm an immigrant, so I probably stole one of your jobs. Exactly. So I'm going to read you the preamble to the Constitution of the United States. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
All right, we are going to, we being me and some folks behind me who are members of a local community choir where anybody who likes to sing is welcome. Doesn't matter what your voice sounds like, if you can read music. We love to be able to sing in settings like this, but we love it even more when we hear you singing with us. So we're gonna sing a song that's called We're Gonna Keep On Moving Forward. And it's a call and response song where I'm going to say a line and you're going to say it after me and they're going to help you. So, here we go. We're going to keep on moving forward.
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 Keep on
proudly.
Raise our voices 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 proudly.
Never turning back.
Never turning back.
Never turning back.
Never turning back.
We're gonna keep on loving boldly.
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 Never turning back.
Never turning back.
Never turning back.
Never turning back.
We're gonna reach across our borders.
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 Never turning back.
Never turning back.
Never turning back.
Never turning back.
We're gonna rest when we are weary.
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 Never turning back.
Never turning back.
Never turning back.
Never turning back.
We're gonna keep on moving forward.
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 Never turning back.
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 Thank you. Our next speaker is Trey Gordon. If you want to come on up here, Trey. There you go.
Thank you. We had a king once. His name was George. Closer than that? Okay. Yeah, is that better? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to start over then. We had a king once. His name was George. The colonies were a piggy bank to George, a place to plunder, to refill his coffers when his other colonial adventures were unsuccessful. Even when colonists had paid in blood and sweat by fighting on behalf of the crown, the king demanded more in taxes, all without allowing the colonies any representation in the parliament that was levying the taxes. When the colonists had had enough, they declared their independence and went to war for it. The declaration was not only a formal statement of the colony's independence from the monarchy, but a statement on human rights and a description of the moral stance the new nation would take against non-representative governments. Against overwhelming odds, the colonists won the war for their independence against the preeminent military force in the world. And the United States of America was born. Yeah. A convention was held to draft a document that would define the nation, the Constitution of the United States. This Constitution was inadequate in its original form, leaving out many who should have been included, but it provided for amendments so the people could improve upon it. This document laid out the structure of power in the new republic based around the separation of powers. Power was to be split among the three branches of government: the executive branch, the judicial branch, and the legislative branch. These branches were designed to balance each other and prevent the concentration of power in any one branch or person. They were determined to prevent the recreation of the monarchy in the new nation, and they were successful for 2.5 centuries.
All right, here's another one for you to sing with us. The words are, I just learned this. Somebody sent me to this. They said they had seen it on an Indivisible national website, and it's a perfect song for today. It's called Ain't No Kings. So this is another one where I'm going to sing it, and you're going to sing it after me. So the words are, in case they come across a little quickly, there ain't no kings in the USA. You are not God, no matter what you say. You break your word, you steal and lie, but you can't break us, no matter how you try. So that's the whole song. I'm going to sing it one line at a time. I want to hear you singing it back at me. Okay. There ain't no kings in the USA. You are not God, no matter what you say. You break your word, you steal and lie, but you can't break us, no matter how you try. There ain't no king in the USA. You are not God, no matter what you say. You break your word, you steal and lie, but you can't break us, no matter how you try. Let's do it one more time. There ain't no king in the USA. You are not God, no matter what you say. You break your word, you steal and lie. You can't break us, no matter how you try. I want to do another song that I just learned in the last week. It's been around for a while. It's called Somebody's Hurting My Brother. On each verse, we can substitute another word. Somebody's hurting our. This could be a very long song, right? We won't sing all the verses. But we absolutely know how many different groups of people are hurting and are afraid that what's coming right around the corner will be hurting them. Right now, we have immigrant communities that are most afraid, the LGBTQ community that is very afraid, but so many of the rest of us, whether we are a farmer or someone that cares about our environment, whether we are somebody who's afraid we're going to lose our Medicaid, so many other reasons, somebody is hurting our brother, our sister, our people, so we're going to sing this song. This song is so new that my music partner Michael, who usually plays guitar, he hadn't heard it before, or just barely. Am I right there, Michael? Okay, here's how the song goes. I say, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on far too long. That's your part. Let's try it again. Somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on far too long. It's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on far too long. And we all sing together. And we won't be silent anymore. Let's hear ya. And we won't be silent anymore. All right, we're ready. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on far too long. And we won't be silent anymore. Oh, somebody's hurting my sister, and it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. Oh, it's gone on far too long. Yes, somebody's hurting my sister, and it's gone on far too long. And we won't be silent anymore. How about somebody's hurting our people? Somebody's hurting our people, and it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. Oh, it's gone on far too long. Oh, somebody's hurting our people, and it's gone on far too long. And we won't be silent anymore. How about somebody stealing our freedom? Somebody's stealing our freedom, and it's gone on far too long. Yeah, it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. I said somebody's stealing our freedom, and it's gone on far too long. And we won't be silent anymore. And we won't be silent anymore. You're sounding great out there. Our next speaker is Matt. Matt, are you somewhere close by? There he is. I think it's Amanda. Oh, Amanda's next. Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Amanda, are you close by? Yeah, right here. Oh, you're really close by. Come on up. And let me just introduce you.
Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay, I want to make sure because I've been told that sometimes people speak a little quiet. I don't think I'm one of them. All right, so thank you for being here. Hello, friends, neighbors, and fellow Hoosiers. Now, I'm not here to give a history lesson. Many of us seem to have tuned those out in school. And maybe we owe our history teachers an apology because today we are living through history. We are learning, or perhaps relearning, what it means to live in America. We are part of an ongoing effort to form a more perfect union. Because if you're here, you already know, we're not there yet. America is a patchwork of history and myth, of tradition and progress, of perseverance and unawareness. The complexity is woven through every chapter of our national story and in every step forward we've taken. We can call that forward movement by many names: evolution, progress, social justice. We saw it in the founding of this nation, born from a fight for independence. We see it in the abolitionist movement that sought to end slavery and led to a civil war. A movement whose spirit still fuels the calls for justice to this day and has influenced so many other movements. We see it in the labor movement, which emerged to protect the rights and dignity of workers, work that continues to this day. We saw it in the women's suffragette movement that secured the right to vote in 1920. We see it in the civil rights movement of the 50s and 60s, which fought to end racial discrimination and segregation. We see in the fight for LGBTQ+ rights, from the Stonewall Uprising in '69 to marriage equality in 2015. We see in the American Indian movement to advocate for Native American rights and restoration of tribal sovereignty and treaty rights. We see it now with Black Lives Matters, Me Too, the push for the Equal Rights Amendment, and other movements, because the abolitionist spirit tied to our country isn't waning. The need for justice, equality, and working to build a nation that will live up to our ideals even when others would burn it to the ground. Progress is not easy, and when looking at our history, it is full of trials and horror, but also joy and hope. These movements and the one we're living in would not be happening if we didn't have the hope and belief as a nation, as a people, that we can do better. Be better. an ongoing story of America, imperfect, unfinished, and still striving. And each of us, by being here, is writing the next part of its chapter. Thank you for being here today.
Now we have Matt coming up, and Matt, I am so sorry, I blanked the pronunciation. Guy,
That's okay, I'll say it.
it's Matt.
Hello. Normally, I'm not used to speaking with notes. I do improv, and that doesn't require notes. So I'll try to not seem stilted when I'm talking. Hi. That's great. My name is Matt Geyer, and I'm just some guy, you know? I emphasize this because I was not brought up in an activist tradition. I did not learn to do this any other way than about 8 years ago, I saw things turning sideways, and I said, I got to do something. I got to do something else. And so I searched around, and I found Indivisible. Fast forward to now, and I'm talking to all of you. Let's start with some vegetables, and then we can move on to dessert, or vice versa, depending on your taste. I want to say that no one is coming to save us. There's no one waiting in the wings, coming to clean this all up. There never was, and it has always been up to us to do that. Democracy is not a pithy phrase to be thrown around in a campaign or material used on t-shirts. It's far more than voting every 2 to 4 years. Democracy means the ability for us to choose our own path together, going to school boards and protests and mutual aid. In the workplace and at home, democracy is a full contact sport. And let me be crystal clear, those with and without papers do not define my community. My community is all of you. And in my community, we protect ourselves. Undocumented people, LGBTQ folks, shouting out specifically trans people who seem to be the lightning rod of the moment. Black, brown, and indigenous, Asian folk, all people devoted to creating a better world. Our democracy has and will be imperfect, but we strive for that ideal. This is not the start of something new. This is us picking up the baton from the people who struggled before us and handing it off when we're gone. Now, some people, even those who seem well-intentioned, want to convince you that going back to the well of failed policies will help us. That billionaires and oligarchs are not the concern. That money in politics is overblown. I agree, no. We have some people in the supposed opposition party acting like what's happening is normal and going about the normal course of business. I've heard the same politicians and pundits for my whole life that we need to be practical, that there's some larger thing at play, that better things aren't possible. I reject that notion. We don't have to set our sights so low. I say we need new leadership and new goals. We need fighters and we need dreamers. The Republicans are working to cut Medicaid and SNAP to funnel even more of our money to billionaires. I don't even have to say anything, you all got it. We have a bottomless money for war. We are funding a slaughter of the people in Gaza. We are funding military in our own streets and secret police disappearing our friends. If we can afford this, which of course we shouldn't, We can afford health care, we can afford green energy, and we can afford schooling and training. Not only can we afford these things, we must afford these things. Now, as grim as everything is, you are all here. People ask me where the hope is, and it's right in front of me. Look around you. Let these people fill you with hope. Maybe this is your first time at a protest, and you surprised yourself. You tested yourself, and it turns out you are made of much stronger material than you thought. For those here, I ask you, are you willing to fight for someone you don't know as hard as you are willing to fight for yourself? This whole thing doesn't work unless you all get involved. Run for office or support someone you know. Join us or any of these other groups. There's so many in this area. This place is filled with activism. Join one. Go to a meeting. Meet someone around you and connect with them. But most importantly, the fight doesn't end here, and it doesn't start here, it doesn't end here. If you're new, this is the start. And if you've been here for a while, you know we keep going. A better world is possible. We just need to build it. Thank you.
Don't you wish you could have just a little dose of Matt's words with every morning with your coffee or tea? Maybe right after you listen to or read the morning news. One last thing I wanted to add to Matt in terms of just taking action. So often we hear people tell us, contact your representatives, whether it's the state level or the national level. And I know sometimes people said, I'd love to do that. I just kind of don't know how. Some of us do it almost every day. But if you don't know how, the simplest way is go to the website that is just the number 5, calls.org. All you have to do is put your zip code in, and there's a whole list of things that you might be upset about. You just click on one, or if you got enough time, spend the day at it. But when you do that, it will give you the names of your representatives or senators. It will give you the phone numbers. So really the only thing you have to do is remember 5calls.org. And I want to say, you know, the midterm elections are not all that far away. The more we are vocal and let those representatives know that the road they're going down is not okay, and if they want to keep going down that road, they're going to walk right out of their jobs. That has to happen. They have to know that, I mean, you got to give it to them. If I was one of them, I'd be afraid of Trump's repercussions too. You know, they are afraid. And I don't blame them for not just themselves or probably their families. But if you are so afraid that you're turning your back on so many American people, that there will be a consequence, and it may be your job. So that's why it's so important to just keep letting them know. Just keep it up. And we hope you'll sing with us. If some of you are of a certain age, and you could be younger than me and still know, we are going to sing We Shall Not Be Moved. If you don't know it at the first verse, you'll know it by the last one. We shall not be moved. A little slower. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. Let's sing that again. One more time. Let's hear you. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not, respecting truth and justice. Respecting truth and justice, we shall not be moved. Respecting truth and justice, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be young and old together. Young and old together, we shall not be moved. Young and old together, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. Gay and straight together. Gay and straight together, we shall not be moved. Gay and straight together, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not, supporting immigration. Supporting immigration, we shall not be moved. Supporting immigration, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall not. We shall not. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. You look and sound amazing. Your spirit, your heart, what brought you here today, in spite of the fact that you might get a little wet, the fact that to imagine this number of people alongside the nearly 2,000 other protests and march in our country today. We are part of that. And when you seem discouraged, when you, I mean, how many of you are the term coming apart at the seams? Have you felt that in a way that maybe you didn't so often a while ago? I'm feeling that. And some days my heart is so broken and I'm so discouraged I can hardly keep the tears away. But I know that is exactly where they want me and us to be. Because despair and hopelessness on our part, that plays right into how active out in the world can you be when you're feeling like that. So just remember Matt's words and all of the other speakers today. Remember what this looks like and know about the nearly 2,000 other marches when you're feeling discouraged. And I want to say one more thing. You get to take a day off once in a while. Guilt-free. It's a radical notion. It's a radical notion. But unless you are nourishing yourself and you can bring your best self to what needs to be done for your neighbors, your family, the people who are closer on the targeting lines than you are in terms of the government's targets, you gotta be your best self. So take care of yourself as you then take care of others. I want to say one thing. We're drawing to the near here, the end. This sort of event does not just happen. You can't imagine how much work by so many different people who all have very different skills, from the security to just the organization and somebody getting a place that we can rent to have a meeting. So many different things. And I just want to hear a round of applause for those people who put in the work. There is no handbook for this. Take them all. And the thing, from one protest to the next, sometimes it's one organization that's taking the lead, sometimes it's the next organization. Thankfully, we're starting to some people get their feet on the ground for things to do or not do, but it all depends on you showing up. If you're here, the event's a success. So thank you all. We're going to end on this land is your land. This land is my land.
DNA, Michael. Ma'am, I just want to let you know there's breaking news in Minnesota.
I know
Okay.
that. I kind of don't want to.
I got you.
All right. Also wanted to say, if this looks like fun to anybody, Blue Moon Rising, we're just going to be kind of enjoying each other's company over there under where that big blue moon is, because we don't really meet in the summer, but we do now because there's a reason to. But if you like this kind of singing, we'll just be over there. Anyway, Michael, start us off. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you, and as I was walking, that ribbon of highway, I saw above me, I saw above the endless skyway, that endless, I saw below me, the Golden Valley, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you. I roamed and rambled, and followed my footsteps, the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. And all around me, a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you. One more time. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. One more time. This land was made for you and me. And that means all of us, we's. All right, that's the end of our official program. I wanted to say if you could help us by, if you're, when you do get ready to leave, I hope you'll visit the food trucks and maybe some of the organization tables over here. But if you could, if there's any trash on the ground, looks like it's looking pretty darn good so far, but you could help us that way. And once again, thank you.